name is Azola Billy and you're watching Open Studio on Cape Town TV. Joining me today is Rasshaad Allen, reformed gangster, and here he's talking about the work he's doing in order to help the youngsters of today and just to lead them the right way and the right path. Welcome, Rasshaad, and to you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, pleasure.
Rasshaad, can you tell us more about the beginning of your life, your early years as a young boy back then?
I will do just that. First of all, thank you for inviting us on this great channel of Cape TV. And I was born in Woodstock. Woodstock is my born place, 1971. And in 1974, due to the apartheid era, we had a big house, and the white people found it fit to throw us out. My grandmother to Noah Park, and myself and my mother to Parkwood Estate. So when we arrived in Parkwood Estate, my father was busy with drug dealing, and he equipped also the other guys to have the same dealings in drugs, and I was actually spoiled. But then there came a time that he didn't spoil me anymore because he just felt that I am a stubborn little bastard.
So you don't do that.
Yes, and as time goes, I recruited my own gang. From little already, I have that leadership qualities. And I was very in love with school. I was expelled standard 9, now grade 11. After all the warnings I had, I was expelled. And it took me 2 months after the expulsion that I did one of the most funny or most challenge or most daring crime. Me and my 2 friends, we got into a train in Southfield, and we robbed all the people in the train. And when it came by Lansdowne station, I drove the train. Me as the 16, 17-year-old, I tied up the driver and I drove the train till by Koeberg. Koeberg was the place, Koeberg station, where they used to wash the trains. And the Caspers was all on the railway station, in the railway, yes, so I stopped the train and they caught me. They waited it when I was 18, so they sentenced me to 9 years imprisonment. That is how I was, my first sentence into prison.
Did you ever think that you were ever going to get caught during all that process, like during your life? Did you ever think you were going to get caught and go to jail?
When I was a youngster, the 26ers was my role models, and I knew the stuff that I did, robbing taxis, robbing the buses, robbing shops, and robbing trains. I knew I was going to go to prison. And due to the fact that my born date is the 2nd of June, so I knew I'm going to become a 2-6. That was the vision for me, to my understanding. So I knew I'm going to go to prison.
So you had a kind of a picture that you were going to. Okay.
Yes.
And you can also tell us about the day that you first got arrested, and what were you convicted for when you went to jail?
I was arrested for armed robbery and hijacking. It was the first, and assault. That was the cases against me. So they sentenced me to 15 years imprisonment, 6 years concurrent with the 9 years. So I went to prison for 9 years, and due to Mandela's birthday, due to amnesty, I was charged out of prison 1995.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And also, you spoke of, so it was also shown in the newspaper also that you weren't the only one, also was part of that, of the hijacking of the train.
Yes.
How was that? What was going through your mind at that particular time?
Okay, what went through my mind is I was being used to robbing the people. I was looking for a new challenge. No. And I thought the new challenge will be tied up the driver and just drive the train, because it gave me that adrenaline, it gave me that
the rush feeling that
yes,
you want, that excitement, yeah.
Yes, I didn't heard before that some teenager did this.
Did that,
So
yeah.
I just wanted to do it, and then now I did it.
Yeah, since your father
Consequences.
also was like, you can't anymore, I'm not going to spoil you. You're too stubborn in that, so you wanted more out of that, yeah.
Yes, 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 that is so true. And 95, when I discharged out of prison with a year parole, I even took my crime to a higher level. I discharged 2 days, I got 2 guns. I recruited my own gang once again, and I took the name that my fathers had in Woodstock, the ringsters. I took that name, and we only did armed robberies, like shops, like factories, like we did the businesses. And
So it wasn't a small thing, it was actually kind of a bit major
No, it was
than
like-
what it is, yes.
it was like a good hobby.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was nice to come in here, and all of you must
Sit here
just
while
go
we're
down
busy.
and we take all your cameras and we take maybe your rings also.
Yeah.
And it was just nice seeing you like a clean baby. Don't kill us, please, don't kill us. You understand?
So you enjoyed the power back in there.
Yeah, it was just good. But it went on for a year and 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And for that year and 3 months, I think was my best time. Because why? We had money, we had cars, we had jewelry.
Luxury.
Like they call me Saatchi Goud that time. I had like
Saatchi
24, 25 rings on.
Rings on him.
I had like 12 chains,
Chains.
gold chains. That time it wasn't silver. Silver was, if you wear silver, you,
I'm still alive.
yeah, you understand? And I had like gold teeth with gold sleepers. And every girl wanted a piece of me. Yeah, so
Couldn't resist, they couldn't resist, you say?
yes, I just went to prison again.
Oh, unfortunately. That
No,
didn't matter.
fortunately,
Oh, fortunately.
because I felt that my death was near. I built enemies, and I think the Almighty spared me to rather go to prison. So I was sentenced to 24 years for like a couple of armed robberies. And then I appealed. 10 years went away. I had 14 years. So I did
Quite
11 years.
wow. So that was quite a long time for you, eh?
No, it's like a blessing. For me, it was like just good
Blessing
to
in
be.
disguise. Yeah, I can say a blessing in disguise.
It was good to be in prison.
It made you learn much more than what you thought you'd.
Yeah.
But hey guys, stay tuned. We're just gonna take a short break right after this. Hi, welcome back to Open Studio on Cape Town TV. Still joining me is Rasshaad Allen. Rasshaad Allen, can you also tell us, you were also part of you were a high-ranking member in a gang in jail. How did you come about that?
As I said, I was like from small already. They usually choose me as the captain of the soccer team, of the baseball team, of the table tennis team, the chess, the rugby, and even I had my own gang.
So there's some
That's
leadership
where my leadership qualities was there.
yeah.
And the people in prison saw those leader qualities, just with a little bit of blood included.
Yeah, involved, yeah.
Yes. So they gave me this position of you're going to be the truth of the 26ers. They call it the waarheid van die huis. You understand? So that is the guy that must keep the truth
Yeah, keep it
about the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, I did have a like a say, a big say in the number. And that actually just make me strong. That I can invite to the good afterwards and forbid the evil. That
And
is-
also, you say your turning point is when you joined the restorative justice program.
Yes.
Yeah, justice program. When was that? When you joined that? Why did you take part of it?
In the year 2000, when I was locked up in by Brandvlei in a single cell, they call it a tank. And one night I just stood up, pray, ask for forgiveness for God, and there my life turned around in the year 2000. And I approached the authorities. I told them, listen here, I want to finish my matric, and now I want to take my life on a straight journey. And they said, no, you can't do matric here by this prison. The only prison is Malmesbury. So Malmesbury was full. There was no place for me. pad. Die een man se dood is 'n ander man se brood. So one was busy with gangsterism that side, so he sent him to me, to prison, and I
you
went
the other side,
to
yeah,
him.
vice versa.
So I joined the restorative justice program, and I met with my victims. Myself was the perpetrator, and they forgave me. And the Minister of Social Service, the Minister of Correctional Service was present. And fortunately, I got 4 years deduct from my sentence due to that. And afterwards, I was the facilitator of the restorative justice program.
And also, you also helped to mend relationships in that restorative justice system. Was there other people that you met there and also helped you change your life as well?
Yeah, what I've learned in the process of change is if I want to change, I must be really the change that people want to see. So I told my fellow inmates about the danger of the number, about the consequences of the decisions, and then I started to write my own constitution. I chose a name, Foundation for Positive Change, and I started my vision, my mission, my goals, and stuff like that. And that went on like for 6 years. I wrote this constitution, taking my time, doing investigation, how is it to get the organization started. So I was really serious with my reformation.
Okay, so was that also like a way for you to restore also like the broken relationship that you have gone through in the past as well? Like the relationship that you went through?
Yes, I think my past made me at that time that I could just progress because I could feel, I could see the facts that other people didn't see. If they didn't want to change, I knew I was also in that boat. I could relate. So it was for me very, as I said before, it's a blessing for me in disguise to went to prison, to be sitting here and just have this chat.
Yeah, and also you're also a renowned community leader. Can also tell us like the work you do around prisoners and prisons. For example, the halfway house that you also spoke about earlier on.
Okay, and now when we talk about the organization, I would like Jade first to talk about her. She's 19 years old. She was expelled, and I think she can relate.
Yeah, Jade, you can, the same question, like how did the halfway house or how did he help you get to where you are now?
Firstly, I would like to thank CTV for giving us a chance to be here. We highly appreciate it. But anyway, on a Sunday morning, on a Sunday evening, I was standing at my gate. I was highly influenced by drugs. My friend, Sarika Jacob, she came to me. She phoned me and told me, we've got help for you here. You just have to help yourself. I told her I want to be helped. I stood there by my gate for about say for an hour, and I never used to go home. No, that's my first time I went home. Something told me to go home. I went home. I stand there. Rasshaad Allen came. He asked me if I'm chocolate. I said yes. He said come. I asked him where to. He said we're going to a safe house. Your friend is waiting for you. I said okay, I'm coming now. I went there. I'm now 8 weeks there. Yeah, my life was very hard for me. I lost my mother. I don't have any parents at the moment.
Deepest condolences.
Yeah, thank you. I dropped out of school, grade 11, that's last year. I'm 19 years old. But I intend to go back to school, you understand?
Yeah.
I want to improve my life because drugs is not an option. I thought it was an option. I had a lot of problems at this young age, but I ran to drugs because I thought it was, I would forget about the stuff like my mom passed away, the boyfriend I had, stuff like that. Now, it took away the drugs, it took all of that away, the worries, But after that, I saw myself I looked at myself in the mirror and
like, nah,
no,
that's not
this
for me.
is not for me, And that's when I got help by Rasshaad Allen and yeah.
That's amazing. And also, is there anything you also want to say that maybe Rasshaad helped you with in order to put you where you are also now?
Well, I was on drugs for 17 years of my life, and I just felt I had enough of living the way I was living. I had no goals in life. I just woke up every morning with wondering what am I going to do, oh, how am I going to smoke today. I had no vision, and I just decided, I mean, I put my mother through so much for so many years. Sleepless nights, I stayed out because I wanted to go partying. And then I met Mr. Allen one day because a friend of mine, Prudence, she was at the safe house.
Can
and
you
I
perhaps, sorry to cut you off there, can you, after the break, and then we'll continue.
Sure.
Guys, stay tuned. We'll listen more to that after the break. Hi, welcome back to Open Studio on Cape Town TV, and still sitting here, my guest is Rasshaad Allen, here to speak to us about how he's here to empower his community, our community. As you were busy earlier on speaking to you and your story that you've been going through.
Okay, so like I said, I met Rasshaad Allen. So by the time I met Rasshaad Allen, I didn't know where. I was down in the dumps. I didn't know what to do. I needed to get my life back on track, and I didn't know how to do it. I refused to approach my mommy for any help. I needed to do this on my own because I felt I got myself into this, and after everything I've put her through, I don't think she deserves to give out any money for me or go look for a rehab for me. And I met Rasshaad Allen, and I'll never forget those 2 words that he told me that day. He said to me that I'm next. And I thought, no, this man, he's got no right to tell me that I'm next. He's got no control over my life. I just met him. Who does he think he is? And for that whole week, it bothered me every single day of my life, what Mr. Allen told me. And I called him the Thursday, I approached him the Thursday, and I told him that I'm ready to go. And the Friday came to fetch me. There was a bed waiting for me, which I thank every day. I thank him for that. So basically, me being there, I'm now 6 weeks there, going on my 7 weeks. And when you're on drugs, you lose your self-worth, you lose your confidence, you lose respect for yourself. And within the 6 weeks that I've been at the safe house, I'm starting to know my self-worth. I'm starting to gain the confidence again. The program, it's the girls, Mr. Allen, the sacrifices he's making for us, it's actually, I don't know how to thank him. Because if it wasn't for him, for those words that he told me that day, I don't think I would have ever changed my life because I wouldn't know where to start. And Mr. Allen gave me a new start, a new beginning.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. And also, is there anything that you want to also say that Mr. Allen?
I have a lot to say though. Firstly, thank you for having me here. And most of my life I've been involved in gangsterism. I don't have any girlfriends. I only hang out with the guys, and I've been in prison twice. I have 2 kids, don't forget I have 2 boys, aged 9 and aged 6 years old. And all I want to just say, I'm very grateful to Rasshaad Allen for having me this is my 2nd time around that I'm in the rehab section, but the girls, yes. I've been in rehab the first time. I completed my program, and when I went home, I was about 2 weeks at home, then I relapsed. But he never gave up on me. He always checked up on me, always came to pick me up. And I hit rock bottom.
Can you also tell me, what were you perhaps convicted for? Why?
I was all drugs, hijacking, carjacking, such stuff.
And then he came into your life and...
Yes, once again, Rasshaad Allen to the rescue. So yes, I hit rock bottom about 8 weeks ago. I was like, you know what a Peggy is now? I was like a Peggy in Wynberg, roaming the streets in Wynberg and stuff. And my friend Ghana, she's also at the rehab, Ghana. And then she told me, hey, we're opening up a girls section the 1st of May, I must come and stuff. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll see you there. And then the 1st of May, I was like in Parkwood there where I live. And then I remember that it's the 1st of May, they're opening up the girls section, and I ran to the halfway house with just the clothes I had on and a backpack on my back with nothing in. I still remember I was very hungry that day. And then I got to the halfway house and they told me, no, Rasshaad just left now, the girls is gone already. And then one of the guys at the halfway house bought airtime and he gave me the phone and he said, phone. And then I'm like, hello, why are you guys gone? And you leave me behind, but you're so gone. And Rasshaad is like, where are you now? And I'm like, I'm here at the halfway house. He's like, just stay there where you are, I'll be there now. And then he turned around with all the girls in the car and he came to fetch me. And yeah, I've been clean for 8 weeks now.
That's amazing.
And I plan to stay that way.
And also,
I'm not involved in gangsterism and stuff anymore.
And also, can you tell me about, like, you say that you were homeless at one point. How was that life, like going through that stage in your life? How was that?
I really fell through the cracks, but it was due to my choices. I chose to live that way. I had a bed, I had a house, I had my children who was waiting for me every night, but I chose not to. Due to my drug habit, I found myself at drug dens, at, like they would say it in slang, pela poster, that I found myself sleeping on that couch without the blanket in the night. I found myself, most of the nights, I was awake on the street with the guys. So, thank God I never did any prostitution, but yeah, that was my life on the streets, and it was, life was hard out there, stuff out there, but I made it and I'm still here today, and I thank God for that. Yeah.
It's amazing. And also, Mr. Rasshaad, you help youngsters of today. You can also speak to us about the homesas here as well.
Yes.
And these
I could actually cry now listening to the girls. And I just thank the Almighty for using me as an instrument to help them. The Foundation for Positive Change is the organization that is registered as an NPO, but there is structures in the Foundation for Positive Change, like there's a male section. The male section is for rehab activities, and there's a halfway house for ex-prisoners, and there's a safe house for those that want to come out of gangsterism. And then you get the ladies section, where you will get like Lana, come from gangsterism, come from drugs. And there's also a part where the schools in the area will send their behavior challenge kids to the foundation. I do have a permanent job at the educational department as a behavior interventionist, where I identify the red zone kids at our school that don't fit in the class normally.
So you do this like on your own personal extra time
to
do this?
Yes, I've got, like, as they can witness, 4 of my friends, best friends in the past, they are drug merchants. So I want to be the opposite of them. Do you understand now? And I'm also the peace negotiator in my community by the gangs. I will go to the Junkie Funky gang, I will go to the American gang, because in the past I was their leader. So I can talk nice to them for the shootings and stuff like that. So the whole package that the homes does, where we do tattoo removal, where we do the Girls and Gangs program, where we do all this negativity, we try to change it in positive. Like if a prisoner comes from out of prison, before he get pulled in again by the negative friends, we try to give him a bed where he can lay his head and reflect what he wants. So that is the halfway house section. So we've got like 24 guys.
Can you tell? Thank you guys for staying here with us and chatting to us, and thank you Rasshaad for giving us all this information, and to thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you for staying on Open Studio Cape Town TV. I'm Azola Belly, your host. Till we meet next time.